Virtually everyone is waiting for that next shoe to drop, and whether it's the shoe is going to be political between Donald and Hillary like we see in the House Oversight Committee today, or whether it's going to be something macro like the ripple effects of Brexit, or even currency related. Maybe we have a currency war or a liquidity crisis like we're seeing in the UK in real estate today. So all these things are a real concern. We do know the investors we talked to are really worried there's too much risk in the financial system. We see that risk played out in things like the bank stock prices, in default swaps, but they're also worried there's too much complacency in the market right now. When you see high yield, you see emerging markets, you see the VIX really low, that shows a lot of complacency. So all the more reasons why tomorrow's jobs report, look, everybody always says tomorrow's jobs report's the big one. Tomorrow's is really big. It's really big because it sets the narrative for the rest of the year in the equity markets and the bond markets. I think it's absolutely critical.
We've established here that there's a tremendous appetite among investors for dividend-paying investments.
That's right.
I mean, they want to find income wherever they can get it these days. You want to look overseas to the dividend payers.
That's right.
Why?
The safety trade has simply gone too far, and that's what the market's trying to show us today ahead of that jobs report. And if you look at the spread between domestic dividend payers and overseas dividend payers, you're going to get a much higher yield for some of these global companies, which is why the FTSE is outperforming many other markets because of those big dividend-paying names. And you're seeing higher yields, you're seeing lower valuations, and a benefit of currency. And look, investors can only chase domestic dividend paying so much. Double-digit returns on companies with no revenue growth doesn't make sense forever. So I think that's why you're going to see this rotation into some other areas. It's a great opportunity to rebalance a portfolio here, particularly ahead of a jobs report tomorrow, where investors may come to that conclusion.